Why
Can't
is he
deny
ducking
shit.
you so much?
It's not even ducking. I'm gonna keep it real. They want to market it to a certain level. Like you get what I'm saying? So I get it. And as Cortez continues to rebrand, you know what I'm saying? It's already in the talks. It's already in, but it's just getting the bag. Like I understand that part of it. Like okay, cool. Like are we just gonna do this just to do it? Nah.
Yeah.
If Cortez is certain battles, it has to be something. Has to be something that the culture wants to see, and that something that the culture is gonna be like. Everything stops. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and we have to get it to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
At what point did you start shifting from a battle rapper to worrying about your brand? Did that happen naturally, or was that something that
Like
something happened and then
really,
forced
I
you to
just think
level up?
because I let my I didn't realize what stigmas were. I can honestly say I might have been the first battle rapper to go through like multiple stigmas when you're talking about being Latino in a culture that we don't really have no representation. The Volt shit that's out of my control, letting that take control of the brand, and then just like not realizing like how I conducted certain interviews. You know what I mean? Like I would do an interview like this and just think, yeah, it's a regular interview. Not realizing like, yo, every time on the camera you have to say something interesting, something thought provoking, something that grabs headlines. And if you don't do that, then you don't have star quality. And star quality wasn't an issue with me. It was more or less about just taking it serious. You know what I mean?
That thought process, did it come natural to you, or was that something that you had to learn on the way?
I think it's something that I learned on the way.
Yeah.
There was no OG to sit there and
Yeah,
guide
that's
me.
what I mean. Like, there's no blueprint to this
We
shit.
didn't even know battle rap was gonna be where it's at.
Yeah.
Keep it real. We didn't know what battle rap was gonna be.
Right.
So like for it to be that way, it's just boom, we here. Oh shit, I got a blue check. Oh shit, I got 100,000 followers. Oh shit, I got 1 million views versus conceited, and I don't know what to do. Like you get what I'm saying? It's like nobody can tell you what to do. Oh shit, YouTube pays. We didn't know YouTube was paying cutting checks back then. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay.
14, one of those. I think it was with the Source, and you mentioned something along the lines of.
He and I.
Huh?
He and I together.
No, you. Somebody was interviewing you. And you said in the interview that at the time you said that labels be signing battle rappers and they be treating them like tax write-offs, right? And
well, the artist period, yeah.
Yeah, and then you'd be surprised why like they flop, right? Now that the game is different, and now that there's essentially no gatekeepers, there's nobody really stopping you from building a following. You can have your Spotify flow and shit like that. How has that changed how you go about your artistry and how you go about building your career? Has it made things easier or harder for you?
There's pros and cons to it because there's no artist development anymore. Right. So just because somebody says, hey, I can make you a star, they're not going to run you through it. Now the labels are looking at it like, yo, man, I don't want to put no money into building you up. You got a record already ready? You got something already that we could use to make money? Let's get money right now. So the fact that the hustling aspect is really more important now because it's like I gotta come to the label and be like, yo, I got this on deck, I got this, I got these records, what y'all want to do? Cut a check, well, I'll put it out through y'all. You know, that's what a lot of artists are doing now. Same thing with battle rap. It's like, oh, word, Cortez, you just got offered J.R. Ryder, word, ARP just offered me this much though. What you got? You get what I'm saying? And that's not just gonna be me. That's gonna be somebody like JR too that understands that. So it's like when it comes from all angles, niggas will sit there and be like, "Yo, let's get to the bag."
And that's where the whole branding shit come from, right? Because that's you can only sort of negotiate like that if you look at yourself. You treat yourself.
And you need
like
the power,
player,
yeah.
right?
And you need the
You need
leverage.
that leverage, yeah.
You know, if you don't have leverage as an artist, you're stuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you don't have leverage as an artist or even understand how to gain leverage, then you're stuck. You know what I mean? You're just gonna take what you could get. And taking what you could get, you can't retire with that. Yeah. Taking what you get, you can't build a certain lifestyle and do what you love and just get paid for it. Eventually the water's gonna run dry because you know what I mean? You taking what someone gives you.
How do you quantify leverage? How do you put that into a number? Is it just followers? Is it just... Nowadays? Yeah.
Everything, man. Your interviews, right right now we talking about me and Surf. If this interview gets people talking and riled up over it, or we talk about J.R. Ryder and people get riled up over it, you best believe by this week I'll get a phone call about Surf and I'll get a phone call about J.R. Ryder. Why? Because there are people watching that's gonna sit there and be like, people want to see that. People want to see that. Okay, cool. Let's really talk about this. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it happens. Now, if you come and you just say out of nowhere, I want to battle Loaded Lux, they gonna sit there and be like, yeah, that's cool, but why? Right. They're gonna sit there and be like, yo, Cole and Lux could be a good battle. It could be a good battle, but why? Why is that at the top of a flyer? You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that if you can't notice that, you lost. You know what I'm saying? It's much more than just being an artist nowadays. And maybe that's a big difference too, because back then they could just be artists. They had people telling them what to do, telling them how to dress, telling them how what to say in interviews. Now it's either you got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just go off the handle and say reckless shit and not knowing how stupid they look. Nigga, the president does that. Nigga, let alone artists. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody telling him that fucking, you know what I'm saying, Kansas City and all this shit is in two different states. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he's thinking, you know, it's like that, bro.
But you said before, and I wanted to get to the title conversation that you were
these were voted the number one sneaker on Complex.
Yeah, I know.
These?
The waffles is the hardest.
All right, make sure you get the shoes. That's nigga, man.
Yeah, these were voted the number one sneakers of the year.
You talking about the episode with Fat Joe on the
Was it Fat Joe?
Yeah. On the shit with
it was the Nike
James?
Complex where they do the whole countdown, the end of the year for 2019.
I thought it would have been the Travis Scott ones.
It was up there,
I thought it was those.
but these beat them out.
Travis Scott ones is my favorite.
Yeah, I thought those would be number one.
Travis Scott has sneakers now.
He got another pair coming out this week, right?
Crazy.
He got another pair coming out. They came out today?
Randomly, they said they're gonna drop it randomly.
Oh, but it ain't dropped yet.
Nah, it didn't drop.
It's supposed to drop next weekend.
Second. They said it's supposed to drop randomly. These dunk shits, I'm on this app like crazy.
Wait, is there like a sneaker app?
Yeah, it's literally called Sneakers app.
I'm on Nike. Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
Oh, nah, so I'll be on this,
How far out of the loop I am.
I got a whole wall in my crib.
Yeah,
of
you be having mad sneakers. I be looking at your IG. These shits is dropping
I never got. I don't know. Maybe because it was.
I don't like Lowe's though.
Cortez,
I would resell these shits. These shits is gonna drop.
sneakers.
These is gonna resell on rip for like $1,500. Easy.
It's crazy.
For fucking $180 sneakers.
But he got a good segue. His colorway now is great. His shit is lit.
This brown shit is crazy.
The Oilers, right? That's what it is. The Houston Oilers.
Yeah. These shits, they come out today.
The box is fire too.
Damn, yo, those shits look great. But that.
Yo, I don't know where Travis Scott came from with this shit. Like, he just came out of nowhere.
He's always been.
You see who is.
He's always been fashion.
You see who wifey is.
Baby moms is.
Yeah, you see who baby moms is.
Get money.
She ain't gonna
money.
Yo, you imagine.
The one thing about that group, they don't wait, yo. They go get that fucking money,
Get
bro.
money, son.
They go get that money, straight up.
But yeah, like you know, I guess that's how you market yourself now. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this shit is marketing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at that whole convo. Travis Scott, it goes into it. He becomes a part of the conversation. When you crack culture like that and become a part of the conversation, how regular conversation that we just having, that leads to success.
Yo, has like the explosion of like reggaeton artists and like the Bad Bunnies and shit like that, like just more Latino artists in mainstream culture, has that helped or hurted your brand?
My brand, I feel like it hasn't affected me at all. I do feel like I've even tried to tap into it a little bit more because I didn't realize that what kind of audience I represented, you know? And that's another thing. No one was there to tell me. I remember, all right, so let's say I've been on camera since 2008, 2009, right? I battled Disaster in 2014. In 2014, so that's the first time I went to LA. When I got out to LA, there was a whole line of Mexicans, like cholos, dickied out, tattoos.
Button to the top.
Right? I'm telling you, their top button, ready to bump something. Like, you know? And when I pull up in the Uber, I'm like, oh shit, you know, who they here to see? But I'm thinking here to see as in like, it's just some Cali shit. I never seen the essays like that before. You know what I'm saying? So they was all, yo, bro, as soon as I got out that Uber, they all wanted to take pictures with me. They all asked me for autographs. And I was bugging, and I was just like,
Wow.
they was like, yo, we're all here for you. This is our first time getting to see you battle. So I didn't realize that, damn, nigga, I should have charged more. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I didn't know I could pack this venue out. You understand? I didn't know. So I was like, okay, cool. Then I killed his ass though.
Yo,
whatever.
You
I
was
smoked
crazy.
him.
What?
Smoked
Why would you
him.
cross this? I went Bible,
Yeah, he murdered that.
Exodus, Bible, cross with Exodus. I bought the Jihad Energy to Exorcist. You was,
Nah.
but that room, that might be the hottest room ever in battle rap.
Thinking I'm easy pickings and playing the pocket, so I'm raising two pairs that are arranging or that can arrange and order you unless the grapes can squash it.
Bugging. Bugging.
Crazy.
But then I realized that. So now that every other time I went to Cali, I know I had some essays that was gonna come out. I know I had this little demographic. I could charge a little bit more. I did a show in Cali. When I battled Big K the very next day, I booked a venue out there. I think it's called the airline, the airport. It's wherever they had that ruin your concert at. That venue. I booked that venue and I headlined a show there with some Cali artists. Nigga, that shit was a good turnout. I ain't gonna lie. So I was like, okay, I understand. I got a little fan base in LA. All right, cool. Then I go to Dallas, and when I went to Dallas, I plugged in with my guys, the High Rollers. These are my niggas, but they got the city on smash. They like some essays that's plugged in, and they make good music too. Started rocking with them. I went on tours with them. I went on like 3 tours throughout the whole Bible Belt with them. My nigga, that shit opened up Texas, and then when I realized Texas is crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
just
a
like,
lot of money out
oh,
there.
but it was just like I had to be on the grind to run into these things and realize it. But it wasn't nobody gonna tell me that. And then when I think about it now, I sit there and be like, why the fuck I didn't think of that? Like, you get what I'm saying? Because you just living in the moment. You doing music. You living in the moment. You're not thinking about it, and you need people around you. Now, whoever comes up behind me, pause. And I see that in Latino, I can give them that game, especially in battle rap. If I talk to Loso, if I talk to Don Marino, like I put them on. Yo, son, you could kind of do this, and this. Market yourself like this, move like this, wear this, mention this, talk like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have these convos with them.
Yo, put that in.
You know? And that's what I feel like no one was there to teach me. So did it hurt me? It didn't hurt me, it helped me. But it opened my eyes and ears to like understanding that, yo, I represent a lot more. Yeah, even with me using the word, like we always go back to this, how I use the word nigga. I'm from New York, I'm Puerto Rican. But a lot of other Spanish cultures, it don't fly. And it don't fly a lot of places. I go to Chicago, niggas wanted to kill me out there. I was wildin'.
Wow.
Bitch ass nigga, fuck you, nigga. Niggas like, yo, blood, yo, son, you kind of using that word a little too free out here.
Yeah,
son.
a little liberal.
From New York, boy. What you talking about? Like,
Yeah,
had to
that's
let
how
him
we
know,
talk.
like.
Yeah, that's how we do.
But it gets sticky like that. You know what I'm saying? You realize, like, yo, I gotta kind of realize these niggas think I'm Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even thought of that.
That's a little
When
shit that you don't think about.
When Hitman was like, you a Mexican, Mark saying and all that, I was like, Puerto Rican. And I figured that the whole world knew that. I figured the whole world knew that, nigga. I'm like he bugging. Nigga, then it just
But
started
Tay-Rock
becoming...
spammed this shit on you.
Yo, Tay-Rock
I
was
feel
crazy.
like
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
did.
he was crazy.
Mexican the car
Yeah.
and tall desperado. But that's what I'm saying. And then I started realizing, yo, this shit work. This is working for niggas. And then that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, okay. They don't know no better. There wasn't nobody there to tell me that. You feel what I'm saying?
You over here thinking, yo, these niggas is corny. They don't even. They ain't
I'm
even
thinking it's
connecting
not
the
going.
two.
I'm thinking it's
it's
common
not gonna hit.
knowledge.
Yeah, it's not
I'm
gonna
thinking
hit.
it's common knowledge. It's not common knowledge at all.
Yo, Tone, try I put my
put your joint on.
yeah. Put
Alright.
what was it?
Here.
Yeah, let me get
Check it. Yeah, do your thing. But nah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I never thought about it like that. But to me, it is interesting though. Like when we do the show and we get guys that call in from different places, they might have an issue with that or whatever. I feel like it's a different vibe, and certain reasons they don't have that connection with the Latino community like we do. Like my boys,
It's
like my
isolated.
right hand, it's my man's over here. You know, it was never a thing. Like we get pulled over, they call us all niggas and beat our asses anyway. So what the fuck we like? It's the same. You know what I'm saying? Your mom just speaking different language than my mom. They both can't stand us though. So what we talking?
I was in Texas one time. We was on the road. I was lit. We were just leaving the strip club, like party hosting event we did, and they got a thing called they don't got. It's not an IHOP. It's a
It's your password.
It's what's the IHOPs down south? Not Denny's, the other one.
Friendly.
Bojangles?
Nah. Breakfast.
Whatever in waffles, chicken and waffles.
It's whatever. One of them waffle spots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yo, son, I'm going in here, son. Like, niggas gotta eat, son. They're like, nah, Cole, we can't go to that one. I'm like, what you mean we can't go to this one? What are you talking about? Like, nah, son, it's the black side of town. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what side of town it is. I'm hungry, my nigga.
We hungry.
Fuck is y'all talking about? Yo, pull over.
Yeah.
Big guy, I go in there. I'm talking regular. I'm still saying, nigga, I'm the only one doing it. Yo, son, what y'all niggas got in here? Yo, let me get to the. And the woman is just looking at me, son, and she's burning a hole through my face. And I'm like, and she's like, yo, where you from? Yo, she dead ass just asked me, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And she was like,
He didn't say
New York.
He
didn't say New York. That's
he expected her to know. Brooklyn is in New York.
Right, exactly.
What's up? Like I felt the energy.
Right.
She was like, nah, we not serving you. I was like, what?
Like
My
that?
man was like, yo, son, let's go.
Yeah, just let it go.
Let it go, son. Cause it's gonna get ugly in here.
Like that?
And I was just like, yo, I was lost. I was lost.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? I was lost. I was like, oh, it's crazy.
Oh, it's a controller right here.
But
Yeah, you gotta sign in.
you know, you learn from those things, bro.
Yeah,
It's trial and error.
It is what it is.
But I could give that knowledge to someone else. And I take pride in stuff like that too. It's just like with the gatekeeping, like those are things too. I gotta give those type of jewels to certain people. You know what I mean? I watch documentaries. If you watch like the NBA or anything with sports, you'll see how like the legends of the past give game to how to move. So like I learn from that, and I say, you know what? Okay, these are things I have to do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like giving that good energy out, it'll come back to me. Might not be $100 million deal that someone's gonna get for battle rap 20 years from now, but I those things are coming to my plate eventually.
Do you ever feel like, I mean, obviously we're talking about two different levels, but me, for example, I produce and I've been doing this for a while, and sometimes I have younger producers that, you know, they're like, yo, bro, put me on, show me this, show me that, and I'm willing to do it, but I also feel like part of the journey.
Taxing?
Huh?
You taxing?
Yeah, I mean, but that's not the point. What I'm saying, right? Hold up. What I'm saying is sometimes I feel like, yo, I got to where I'm at,
right?
Because I spent the fucking 2, 3, 4, 5 years trying to, you know, banging my head against the wall, trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for, you know, giving someone the jewels and having them run with it when it could have, you know, they could have taken the year or two to figure it out, and because of that, they appreciate it a little bit more. So, someone like you who's like a gatekeeper and shit like that, how do you judge that? Like, are there some things that you're like, yeah, I could tell you about it, but you still gonna have to live it?
That's a great question. To be honest with you, if I'm in a position to give you some game, I've already probably analyzed how you move and everything. Cause I make sure I don't get next to people I don't like. Like I'm really one of those dudes that's like, yo, I don't really like him. I don't really fuck with dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be cool. I could be cordial, but I make sure I never get like too buddy to even be like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you could, you know, regardless, bro. As long as I know in my energy, in my heart, I'm giving good game. I don't care if you run off with it. And you do some slime shit, or you know you don't hold it down the right way, say less, because everyone gets a time to shine. They at their peak, and then they become regular, and they, you know, everyone's got that mid-level fame. When you're at your peak, you can shit on anybody. Yeah. You could disrespect people, all that shit, because you at the top, they gonna kiss your ass. But eventually you come down. You might be a little older, but you eventually come down. And then when you come down, people remember that. And there's people that be like, fuck you. I remember when you shitted on me, my nigga.
Right.
It's a dub for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then there's people that never get to the top, but they stay at a steady pace of success or in the industry. And they ain't never pop, but their relationships with everybody is so solid that they'll stick around 30, 40 years because everybody just fucks with them. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be that. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody,
that's
so
the way to do it.
That sounds like a
But
good
see, that's
keeper.
why. But that's why it's frustrating when you see some young guys making these mistakes. Like, yo, you're not always gonna be on top, bro.
yo, let me tell you something.
Doing that.
The reason why Twerk is where he is,
Yeah.
Twerk talks to all of us, and he admits his wrongs, and then he'll literally, in his next battle, we'll watch him and we'll see him implement something that niggas get and be like, oh shit. He gets it. He just gets it. You can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind that. Yo, yeah, I took a couple deposits here and there. Yeah, I bullshitted here. I ain't gonna front. You feel what I'm saying? But then when he's on one, you gotta just sit there and respect it. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And he don't never talk shit about legends. If you notice, he entertains everybody. Like he don't try to downplay niggas. You know what I'm saying? Unless you a new nigga. A new nigga, he be shitting on him. For real. But he never downplays someone's accolades. You gotta respect someone like that. You know what I'm saying?
So if there's like a code to this shit, you say he follows it.
Yeah. But it's not like we have a code. It's just you know how to move.
That's what I'm saying. Though.
It's like a
if there were
genuine
a code to this
shit
would
about
say,
you. People make mistakes. If you're on the camera since you're 18 years old and now you're 30 years old, nigga, you bound to have made some mistakes on the camera. There's no way that everything you did on the camera is perfect. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's about how you handle those L's, how you turn those L's into dubs. You know what I mean? And like people get mad. This is going a little off topic, but like people now be coming at Nicki Minaj. They be like, nah, she was a bitch when she was on top. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those relationships now these niggas is cashing in on not helping her.
Right.
You feel me? And you can see it. You can see like little frustration in her. You know, just from the outside looking in, I don't know them, but you could just see that the industry now is not just jumping for whatever she says like she used to, and it's probably because of the way the relationships was set up and built.
Not to mention Cardi and all that shit. You know, when you got an alternative.
But that's what I'm saying. Once they able to find someone that can replace you, and now she got the energy, and she's doing all the favors and looking out for people and being cool with everybody, then everybody like, yeah, fuck you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it seemed like people were like when you on top like that, it's like there's so many people shooting at you. You can succumb to that energy, man. Like it can take you out your zone. The one thing I always respected about you, among just being consistent, was that you never went out of your way to shit on the young boys. You know what I mean? Like you be like, nah, they shouldn't even. Don't even put them in the rotation.
There's some niggas that shouldn't be in rotation. Let's keep it a buck, son. Let's keep it a buck, son. There's some niggas that yo, bro, not because he's Spanish. Don Marino work ethic is crazy, son. He's literally be battling everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just that alone, he not choking. You know what I'm saying? He's showing up for his opponents. He always has good material. You know what I'm saying? Whether you feel like his gameplay might be off a certain bad, whatever, he's there. Nigga, that's not something you could just teach to people. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Same thing. I like Snake Eyes energy. I like how he understands. Yo, I gotta poke at the elephant. You know what I'm saying? I gotta poke at the bear. You know what I'm saying?
I seen him shoot at you too. By the way,
he understands that. Yeah,
he been shooting at you a lot.
Yeah,
My bad. I changed the energy.
Another one.
My fault. I didn't mean to change the energy up. My fault. I didn't do
Listen,
that.
man. He know. Man. But nah, it's you know. Yeah, and some of these dudes, I like Franchise's energy. I like A-Ward's energy. Twerk, you know that. Geechee, you know. And most of these guys I battle. I think all those guys I've been in the ring with.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. I mean, so then I like I said, I wanted to revisit the title thing because you made the point that you thought streaming was good for like brands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you think.
I said that against Ice in the third. For the chain.
But the streaming thing though is good but it's only if you ready for it, man. Like you feel like the culture is ready for the big. Like, are we prepared as a culture?
I feel like our culture still be on some like some of our culture is like, it's not the young crowd, right? It's a hip hop crowd, but it's not the young crowd. The young crowd does the streaming. The young crowd is conditioned. These kids are conditioned to listen to their music a certain way.
Right.
We are not conditioned like that. So we sit there and be like, what? Nigga, I ain't got Tidal. I ain't got Apple. And I don't got Spotify. So I listen to my music on YouTube.
Exactly.
Man, niggas like that.
Yeah.
Like, keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was new to me. I didn't know.
So the fact that our fan base isn't conditioned to listen to music like that, it's not that of a necessity to go and subscribe. So then the streaming is not like a big part of battle rap culture, but YouTube is. You understand? YouTube is, because that's where the battles were. So they expecting free shit. That's the crowd we targeted.
Yeah.
The crowd that wants the free shit.
Right.
Constantly too.
All the time. Like like not just free shit, dope free shit.
Yeah,
like we get tight if it's not fire.
Yeah, like
fire.
nigga, why did I waste 5 minutes of my life? That's the biggest comment ever, right? Like, so you gotta understand that. So now that URL with the app, like, they're trying to condition the fans to understand this is a process that you need to do. Same thing. Instagram did it. Twitter did it. They did it for free, but it was like, okay, MySpace did it. All these things injected culture and forced people to fuck with it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Even though it was an extra step.
But why isn't every battler like, yo, app gang? Why isn't it more t-shirts? Why isn't it more like, yo, get the app? After every interview y'all do, y'all should be like, yo, get the app. That's directly tied to the revenue in this shit.
Yeah, that's fact.
So you feel like it's not being marketed?
Hell no. Amongst the people who get paid off of it indirectly. Because what? Because you don't see it in the contract,
like every
that
drop,
you get
like,
a percentage.
all right. So are you saying like this?
That?
Are you saying like this? Right. You see how, like, when you watch on YouTube, you'll watch a clip of Sports Center this morning with Stephen A. And then at the very end, they have their little commercial that says, for more content on Sports Center, subscribe to the Sports Center app.
Right.
Like that. Like
right,
how
exactly.
At the end
at the end. It's just a tease.
Like, no one's doing that.
And no one. And it's directly tied to y'all revenue. It's tied to y'all bag. Whether it's indirectly or direct.
So
I mean, what does it have to be?
That's my drop for y'all after this.
Okay.
Cortez, Black Compass Media.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe to
But seriously though, you have to say that to people, and it's a thing that, to be transparent, it was something that we weren't always good at either. To say like, yo, subscribe, or yo, make sure you click the the subscription box, hit the descriptions and find out.
That goes back to.
Like,
that goes back to not having someone that's done it before to tell you, yo, don't forget to do this. Like, the little things.
Right.
Like, these shits is important. And we're all learning on the fly. That's why I love our culture, though, bro, because we really got it from the mud. People always, we got it from... No, we got it from the mud. Like, we got it from nothing.
Right.
We made money out this shit. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We learning. But that's where that comes from.
Let me do this because I wanted to make this about Brooklyn, and
so
I did. I wanted to make it about Brooklyn, but I wanted to see. So
swing the controller.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing the controller. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, smack.
Because I'm asked, but I'm interested because Brooklyn, to me, is a very important place in hip hop. Culturally, Brooklyn is one of the most diverse places on the planet, not just in New York or in your states or whatever.
Big facts.
So I feel like, thank you, Jay.
Yes.
Thank you.
That was smooth. That was real.
Yeah,
smooth.
and that's why this is about. That's my man right there. That's my nigga right there. But Brooklyn is important. Now, I wanted to test some Brooklyn trivia real quick. A couple questions for you.
Let's go.
Nothing crazy. We're gonna start here. I throw curveballs, man. The first Puerto Rican Brooklyn city councilman from Brooklyn.
Come on, that's a hard ass question.
What?
Yeah. Man,
wow.
We're gonna start
Is it
there.
a female?
It is a woman.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't
It's-
know. Is it Maria?
Nydia.
Nydia?
Nydia Velasquez.
I know it's a woman. I didn't know that
You
because
just thinking Sotomayor. Right?
Yeah,
'Cause that's what I was thinking.
Nah,
Yeah.
I know she's like as a prequel or whatever the shit.
All right. I just want to let you know where my head was when I was spoke while I was doing this. But,
got me.
what high school in Brooklyn did Jay-Z, Busta, Big, and DMX go to?
DMX went there too.
DMX also did a stint there. Yes.
Westinghouse?
Yes, sir.
Westinghouse.
Yeah.
Ding, ding,
You know
ding.
Yes.
You know why?
Ding,
You know
ding,
why?
Huh?
You know
Why?
Because Cortez went to Westinghouse.
Ah!
Hey.
Shout out to Westinghouse.
Kicked me
man.
out the first 6 months.
Dog.
Let's go.
Okay, all right. No, this shit. Yo, man. This is some bullshit. What you mean? What'd you get kicked out for?
I was scrapped, son. I was scrapping crazy.
You
back
was
then.
Scrap City in high school?
Yeah, and it's a zone school. They kicked me out the zone school.
Oh, you fucked
nasty.
out.
But I did not know DMX went to Westinghouse.
With DMX went to Westinghouse.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, fill in the blank. If Brooklyn wasn't a borough, but its own city entirely, when it comes to America, where would it rank as largest city?
Largest city? If just Brooklyn?
If Brooklyn was its own city, not a borough.
What do you mean rankings in
And
popularity?
how big? In terms of population, like how big would it be?
I think it'd be in the top 5.
If you could put a number on it, what would it be?
Out of the top 5?
Yeah.
Third?
Close. Fourth.
Fourth?
Brooklyn
Give
is
him
the
that one. Give him that one.
Brooklyn is the fourth. Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Because he's talking about the not even the size, but how many
The
people are in
population itself.
Brooklyn. And I know, and it's crazy because Brooklyn ain't even the biggest borough.
That's why it's crazy.
Queens is.
Queens is
Queens
bigger
is.
by
Queens would be
size,
third?
by population wise. Brooklyn is
inhabited
considered
crazy.
the biggest city, right? Queens has a little bit less people for the size of
Because they
Queens.
got more land. They
Yeah.
got long. Everybody's on top of each other in Brooklyn.
But you know what though? It's about to pass Chicago very
What?
soon. Chicago's third, the third biggest city.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So, yeah. All right. Let's get to another one. All right. So, how many NFL teams has Brooklyn had?
None.
No. Think about like even before NFL was NFL. Like the teams that how the Jets eventually became an NFL team. But they were like
how
AFL.
ABA, like how the Nets
There was
were
AFL, NFL. Like so, Brooklyn had teams like that.
I don't fuck with football. Keep it
You don't.
buck.
What do you mean you don't fuck?
I don't
with
fuck with football until it's NFL
Okay.
type shit. But I don't know, maybe 2,
Three.
3.
Three.
What are the teams?
The Brooklyn Dodgers were actually a football team as well.
2? Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
ill, right?
That's ill.
No one knows. So if anyone gets on their hands on a Brooklyn Dodgers football jersey, you the man.
That's some shit fast.
That's different. Yeah. So, but there was also, and this is crazy because Brooklyn Horsemen, and then
Horsemen?
and then the Brooklyn Lions.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Facts.
crazy.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit, Tom.
Yeah, he did some
Make-
wild
you make it-
research.
I
He
would-
did some wild
I
research.
mean, look, I did. What
I
do
ain't
you
gonna
want
front,
me?
that's some stoner
Yo,
research.
like
This
that's
is
some.
what?
Yo,
What?
No one in the not even Snapple, bro. Got
I
that
think
shit on
people
cap.
would know. Like it'd be 3. All right, so I got.
You
another
thought
one.
people knew that shit?
Yeah, I would think people know that. All right, so which celebrity is not from Brooklyn? Not from Brooklyn. Nas, Adam Sandler, Denzel Washington, KRS-One.
Nah.
Not from Brooklyn.
Nah.
Which artist is not?
Is
from Brooklyn?
not from Brooklyn.
Okay, say it again.
Nas, Adam Sandler, Denzel, KRS-One.
That's a trick question.
It's a super trick question.
Nas, I think. That's what I'm saying. I think it's KRS-One.
It is KRS.
No, that's wrong. KRS-One is from Crown Heights.
Get the fuck
Swear
out
to
of here.
Yo, where's he getting these facts from,
Everybody.
son?
What you mean from?
Yo, this
He
is
was
from.
born in Crown Heights.
Oh, that's what
When
you
did he
count
move to the Bronx?
Wait a little bit after that. A little bit.
Like
You
what?
said
Like
That's
4
the
years
big.
old?
That's the big hip hop. Like,
Well, I know
thing,
Nas.
though,
They
is
say
that
Nas
he
was born in
actually-
Brooklyn.
Yes.
They said Nas was born in
Nas
Brooklyn.
was born-
Nas was born. Then I would say, and I'm not sure if I heard Denzel was ever born in Brooklyn. I would say Denzel.
That is correct.
Denzel
Denzel's
wasn't
from
born.
Mount Vernon.
Oh yeah,
Bro?
I heard that too.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's from Mount Vernon. Everyone thinks
He's
he's from
Bronx as
Brooklyn
fuck.
because in every movie he has a Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
But
I never looked at him as Brooklyn though.
yeah.
Ooh, Denzel
But see, I
Washington.
wanted to see the reason why this was ill is because I wanted to get people that people commonly associate with other boroughs. Everyone thinks Queens for Nas.
Yeah.
Nah, Brooklyn.
He was born in Brooklyn.
Born in Brooklyn. Adam Sandler as well.
I knew Adam
Brooklyn.
Sandler was born in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Denzel Washington. Now KRS-One was ill too. I'm like, yo, he's from the Bronx. Oh wait, no. I seen the interview with MC Shan. You're like, that nigga is from Brooklyn. So the fact that he's the man that made them songs is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Salute to the borough for that one.
That's a fact. All right, so these other things are not necessarily. I actually wanted you to just rank these albums.
Let's go.
Ready to Die,
Oh.
Reasonable Doubt, and Black. See,
Wait, say
no,
that
let's
again?
just do that. Ready to Die, Reasonable Doubt.
Ready to Die or Reasonable Doubt?
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt.
Whoa.
I'm from Myrtle, bro.
Okay.
Like Myrtle and Marcy was literally 5, 10.
the shit.
Like what he was rapping about, I literally saw. Like the story was complete, and it's crazy because I also lived around the corner from St. James, and then you know what I mean. But I was a little older, so like I already was up on. But when I was that age, you talk about 9-6, like I knew exactly. I knew people that knew Bleak. I knew people that knew Hove that was older. You know, the older guys in the park. So like, when you hear niggas say shit about the green truck with the gold BB rims that used to go there, I seen that truck come down the block. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it was different. Reasonable Doubt. It opened my mind.
Okay. I think musically, production wise, Reasonable Doubt is up there.
More timeless record.
up.
They didn't know what they had at that time. You didn't know what you had at that time.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You didn't know how far certain records would transcend. Dead Presidents, all that shit. Like it's just different.
Interesting.
Different.
I mean, cause I think
And Ready to Die is a classic.
Ready, yeah, super classic, but still. And then I like to just do overall rankings, and I'm not gonna include Big and Hov in this.
Okay.
But if you're talking Brooklyn rappers from Brooklyn, you had to rank them. Busta Rhymes, Fab, Raekwon. They're all from Brooklyn.
Fab, Raekwon, Busta.
That's the last.
Busta last?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Bugging.
Really?
Yeah,
Bugging.
definitely.
He ain't over Fab.
Yeah,
They
nowhere near Fab.
nowhere
Nowhere
near.
near. Now you done got
Hey,
me in the Brooklyn
Yo,
talk.
send your
Nowhere
hate
near.
mail to Black Compass Society at gmail.com.
And
I
make
will
sure you
respond.
subscribe to the URL
Make
TV
sure you
app too.
subscribe, and,
Alright?
and I'll make sure Cortez gets your slander because he just put Busta Rhymes last. How I was expecting people to be like, yo, I'm top Busta.
You didn't say top flow. He said
Yeah.
top. Like.
Yeah, like best all time.
Yeah,
you put
boy, Fab is
Fab
the
over
best
Busta
rapper.
Rhymes?
Definitely.
Yeah, he's the best. Now, first off, are you talking accolade? The way he's
I'm
responding
putting
is
every-
like,
yeah,
you
I'm
say
like,
everything.
what are
You
you
just
talking
said best
about? It's
rapper, though.
open-ended.
You just said best rapper from
Okay,
Brooklyn.
yeah.
If you just say the best rapper from Brooklyn, yo, boy, after Hove, it's
Uh-huh.
Fab. It's
Really?
Fab.
That's a fact.
Fab has lines. You get what I'm saying?
It's consistent.
Yeah, consistent. He stays in his lane. He don't go super crazy. He don't go that, but he stays in his lane, and his relationships have helped him make more money than the people like Mace that was hotter than him at the time. That's had their peaks. That's a perfect example.
Okay.
Perfect example.
Well, Fab
Mace
don't-
and Fab.
Fab don't got no classic albums though.
What?
You're
mean?
wildin'.
You gotta-
You're
Loso
wildin'.
Way? What you talking
That's
about?
a
You're
classic.
wildin'.
Loso Way is
He got
classic.
joints. He got
Oh, that shit
joints.
came out when we was in college.
Loso
You
Way-
wasn't bumping-
it
you wasn't
did.
bumping Loso's Way?
Loso
Of
Way
course
is
I was. It's
definitely
a classic though.
classic.
That's not what I asked, Jay.
That is definitely a
you-
We
classic.
bumped a lot of shit in college.
But you say he don't have no classic
I'm
album?
asking you all.
Loso's Way. That
Loso's
was
Way.
Loso's Way is
That's
a
a
classic.
classic.
His first album, low
classic.
key. Yo, people forget his first album dropped the same day as Blueprint. That was
Crazy.
9/11.
Yeah.
And his album was getting way more love than Blueprint at the beginning.
At the time.
At the beginning, word,
Yeah,
son.
at the
For
time.
his debut album was hard. Now you listen to it, it might not have transcended the time, but like at the time, it was like, oh, hold on, son. Yo, Fab, man, Fab, Raekwon, and Busta. I ain't stutter.
All right, nigga.
Nah,
We As long as we can agree that Raekwon has the best album out of all.
Oh
three.
yes.
I mean, it's not
Yes.
even.
Yes.
It's not even a conversation.
Yes. And Busta has some crazy albums too. I will say
Yes,
that.
he did. Yes,
But
he
he's
did.
nowhere near Fab.
But I think
It's different content.
But
Yeah.
Busta with
Fab
the
is
dreads and
survived
the
in
content and the
Fab
vibe and
is
the
survived
energy,
in every era.
way ahead of his time. Now that you look back on that, what Busta Rhymes is doing, and like put your hands on my eyes can see, that's what Cats is doing that now.
Well, Busta and Missy, like for the male and females, they was like the outside, like you know.
Yeah.
Like what Jay said. Jay said, I ain't animated. Let's say a Busta Rhymes, but the real shit you get every time you bust my rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that. It's different lanes. Busta knew his lane though.
He did.
And he capitalized off it.
Yeah, interesting, bro. I think in terms of overall consistency though, throughout career, I that's why I feel like Hov is separated from everybody just in this lane, like of rappers, like overall. I don't think you can compare anybody. You talking about a classic probably in 3 and 4 different eras of like hip hop.
Hov?
Yeah.
Hov has classics.
I don't think you can compare him to anybody.
Can you
Not fairly.
all right. I got a question for you.
Okay.
For both of y'all.
Okay.
All of y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Alright. Out of Hov's albums,
Yeah.
what are his,
Whatever adjective.
should I say top 3 or top 4? What's his top 3 albums?
Top
Top
Hov.
3. Now, you don't have to say the order.
Sure.
I'll ask you after, but what is his top 3 albums
Yeah.
out of his whole catalog that is Hov?
I mean, Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt, Black Album.
Nah, I got
I like American Gangster.
I got 444.
I really like
American Gangster?
I really.
Hold on.
I really
So wait. Black Album,
Black Album,
Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt.
I got 444,
Uh-huh.
Blueprint,
Uh-huh.
and American Gangster.
Damn.
You got American Gangster.
American Gangster, Blueprint, and
You ain't gonna put Black Album?
yeah, probably the Black Album. Yeah.
Black Album?
Probably
So
the Black Album.
everyone has Blueprint though.
Definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, Blueprint.
Definitely.
Blueprint.
Y'all, I didn't hear Reasonable Doubt for everyone, though. I'm gonna keep it.
Reasonable Doubt for me is Blueprint.
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt.
Actually, nah, I put Reasonable Doubt with Blueprint. Yeah.
You put Reasonable Doubt with
I
Blueprint.
respect
For
that.
me,
I
me,
respect
It
that. I
just
respect
meant
that.
more.
Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, and then I go back and forth, bro, between American Gangster and the Black Album. And that's why I'm like, because I can never really like.
I never thought. See, even
What
though
I respect about the Black Album is,
Okay.
Hov said he don't live that lifestyle no more, right?
Right.
So he was going through a period where he's not gonna rap about the shit he doesn't do anymore. So he was able to take a character and create a whole album around it. It was like a biography
Right.
of someone else.
Right.
And he was able to take those emotions, take those thoughts with his own shit, and probably figure out this is probably what he was thinking. This is probably what this. That's crazy,
Tough.
my nigga.
Tough.
What?
Tough.
That's
Tough.
crazy.
Ah.
That's right.
It's
You know what I'm
different.
saying?
It's different,
So,
man.
And the songs themselves just have a vibe. Like on American Gangster, I mean.
Yeah.
They all have,
who
like,
produced
certain-
most of that? Kanye?
Nah, he had.
He had Pharrell on there on the Blue Magic.
He had, you know,
He had a
what's
bunch
dope?
of
He
producers,
had
no
like
idea.
D-Dot,
So he just went
D-Dot,
in.
like
He
the
just
old
went in.
shit, the
D-Dot,
producers
Big,
that he
yeah,
had.
he had all
those
the
He was
dark
heavy
shit.
on his sample shit then.
Yeah. Best produced album is I think an interesting, probably a more interesting.
Best
question.
produced album
'Cause
is
I-
definitely Blueprint to me.
Blueprint, I think is
Blueprint.
untouchable.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah, his best
For
produced
whole.
album.
444 is
Yo,
good.
444 is crazy.
I think
Yo,
production-wise, Blueprint is.
Yo, Blueprint,
Top.
and I'm not gonna lie to you, you have to say Volume 2 Hard Knock Life, the production.
Facts.
The production on
Yeah.
that.
Facts.
What?
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, like-
Paper
like-
Chase.
I might not agree, but I like the production on Volume 3, Blueprint Volume 3.
Ah, god damn it, man.
Volume
I hate
3 had
Volume
good
3,
production.
bro.
Volume 3 has good production. Niggas
It
be
did-
sleeping
it
on
did
that.
have some shit
That's
on
Life
top.
and Times, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
son
think,
hit a
yeah,
U-turn.
yeah.
Mom dropping you back off.
Was
Front
So
of the
Ghetto
club.
on that? With
Jigga,
Premier
why
on
you
that?
do that for?
Yeah,
Thug
that's
nigga
the
till
joint.
the end, tell a friend,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Won't change for no paper, plus I've been rich.
He was
What?
fire on
That nigga was
Yeah, that was
talking.
crazy.
Yeah. Damn, son.
Why? What's Ho's wackest album?
Oh, what? Oh, we know that. Magna Carta. Get that shit up out of here. That is the yeah, we know that. That's the only. That is the only forced.
Nah.
That's the only forced Jay-Z
Magna
product.
Carta was fire.
You know why I know, son? Because the rollout for it was like I'm like, yo, Ho is trying mad hard, son. Like, why is he like everywhere with this? You
So
feel me?
what's his wackest album?
I don't think he got a whack one. I'm dead ass.
If you had, but it's relative to Hov.
Hov
It's
said
whack
what he
for
thinks
Hov.
is his wackest album.
It's whack for like.
I think the Blueprint 2.5 or whatever one that
I don't know what he was doing with that.
That shit was
We don't even
hard.
count shit
Whatever he
like
did
that.
with Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Oh no. That
Oh, the Linkin Park shit.
Yo, that was
That shit
horrible.
was horrible,
You
yo.
Yeah.
mixed Numb and Encore.
And the shit he did
Nah,
with
I
R. Kelly.
hated that son.
What's the shit after Blueprint 3? No, what's the shit right before Blueprint 3?
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come.
Oh, I
That
forgot
shit was
about
kinda
Kingdom
fire.
Come.
Kingdom Come is it? You
Kingdom
got
Come
spin
has
the block.
30's the new 20.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
and
but
they got
like-
beat shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's got beat shit. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna-
that song
But
fire.
but
That might be one of the hardest beats.
Yeah, you
but
gotta
it
spin the
ain't.
block.
But it ain't. It wasn't. That shit was not hitting.
The way he rolled it out was nasty too. Like, sorry, I'm back. But it wasn't even like,
Yeah.
it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying?
And if he would have capped off after Blueprint, people probably would have been like, yo, he could have ended his
He could've-
legacy
he could've-
perfect.
Right,
But
yeah.
he wouldn't be where he's at today if he'd have did that.
Yeah, I'm
True.
wilded out. I didn't even put the Black Album in the top 3. The Black Album was crazy.
Black Album was-
Black album, that's what's sad. That's what niggas
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
bugging.
So you getting American Gangsta out of there?
Yeah, I'm getting American Gangsta.
Ah!
Nah, man.
Black Album was crazy.
You was about to earn a lot of credibility online for that.
Ah,
that
so
man.
then
No, I think I might get
Jordan
4 for 4 out of there. But 4 for 4 was crazy
It's
though.
crazy.
It was like a mature hole.
But you can't appreciate 444 if you're not of a certain age, or if you haven't been a fan of Jay-Z
Yeah,
for
that's
X amount of time.
I gonna lie, I put my son on to Blueprint and Reasonable Doubt, and he fuck with them. And he's 15. And I put him on to him when he was like 12, 13. Like we went on a little trip. I drove in the PA for an AAU
That's
game.
fire.
I said, yo,
Yeah,
son,
yeah.
come on, I'm gonna put you on to something. And I put him on, and then he bumps them all the time. Like I see it, he be like, nah, I get it now. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it transcended time. Hove, he not gonna be able to get 4 for 4.
You're not gonna get 4
Not
for
yet.
that.
You know what
Not
I'm
yet. The youngins ain't.
When you do get it, you sit there and be like, oh shit. But
Yeah.
Hove is great at that too. Hove is great at telling you about something before you even know about
Before
it.
you even
He
get
did it with Platinum. I remember when he said, $150 a shot, Louis the 13. Niggas ain't know what that was. And then when you realize, yo man, what's that bottle? Oh, that's Louis the 13. How much a shot? But, oh, that's what this nigga was talking about. Oh, this nigga rich. You know what I'm saying? Remember Hove said some shit one time. And I was like, yo, what is that? What is he talking about? And I Googled it. That shit was petroleum fuel for a jet. I was like, yo, this nigga, man, he rapping about some shit that
Way past all
way
that.
past there.
way different. Way different. But see, I'm an advocate of, because I listen to a lot of rock too. So I'm an advocate of our artists being able to be artists until they fucking decide they don't want to anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Rolling Stones and all them, like Robert Plant, like from Led Zeppelin, just won a Grammy just now. He's in his 70s. You know what I mean? I want our people to be like that. How come we can't be them people? You know
Man,
what I mean?
word.
So, but now a 60-year-old Hov concert sounds interesting. I ain't going front. I don't know.
I can't see him doing that.
At 60, on some Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra type of.
It's crazy. Beyonce, yeah.
Yeah. She gonna be out here till she drop. You know what I mean? Like she gonna be out here. That's a fact. Wait, yo, hold up. What's the score, man? What's going on, Jay?
I'm keeping it close.
I can't believe you got the 10s, like the 2010s,
Yeah, bro.
like basketball.
We didn't even ask him about the Tay-Rock shit.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, wait, but you.
Do you think
yeah.
Tay-Rock can ever come back from all this shit? Like,
Yeah, I think Tay-Rock can come
Nah,
back.
no way. No way. No fucking way. No way.
What? Yo, how you say yo, son? I've
Bro.
seen
I already
way
backed out
worse
battle
going
with
on.
Young Ill because some shit was
Nah.
coming out.
I don't think he backed out. I don't think he backed out
They
because
said
I heard
some
he was
shit
ready.
was coming out.
I heard he was ready.
Nah, yeah, don't say it like that. Some shit was coming out.
Yo, let me tell you something, son.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people take L's and come back from shit nowadays. You
Like
can't
this?
really call it what's going on.
What was the worst L you ever seen somebody come back from?
That's a good question. Because you've seen a lot of off-camera L.
Yeah, I've seen off-camera L's, but I'm not gonna blow it up. If
Oh
I
yeah,
know
sure.
they
But I'm
took
saying,
an L.
all right, but
It's like,
everybody was there though, and it was like, yo, like,
Put all your
nah.
off-camera L's on camera,
My
right
nigga,
now.
like
Yo.
you see niggas get punched in the face, or niggas get beat up on World Star. Next week they drop a single, and everyone's still bumping it like nothing happened.
Yeah.
You see niggas get knocked cold out, son.
It's true.
Nobody care no more. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Somebody go play around and try to play Tay-Rock or some shit. Let Tay-Rock just smack fire out of nigga on camera. Bow! Stop fucking playing with me, my nigga. Bow! It's just a wash a nigga real quick. That's all they're gonna talk about.
Yeah,
and he's bagging the game. They're gonna be like, yo, son, Tay-Rock, he was killing this nigga in a battle, and then a fan came out of nowhere. Yo, Rock just lost and beat the shit out the nigga. It's all over. That's it. He's lit.
That's it. Lit.
He's not?
I don't know.
He be lit. He would be like,
He's lit.
Yo, hold on.
I don't know,
He's
man.
lit.
You feel like it had to be a certain person?
For this nigga to come back, he gotta have high Olivia Pope or somebody.
Oh,
Nah, yo.
It's kind of crazy for this nigga right now, bro. This shit is kind of crazy.
He needs
for him
PR.
right
Crazier than Rex?
now. Way crazier than Rex. Nah, the Rex shit was bad. Bro.
Rex shit is like,
That shit was bad though.
it's
but-
bad. It's bad for like specific like the basic premise of whatever is going on. Niggas do shit like that all the time. I'm gonna be
Nah, but
Yeah,
he should
but
not
basic
have
premise.
put him a shot.
yeah, that's
He should
insane.
not put him a shot. He
Insane.
should not have said best friend goal
Best friend goes. We not.
in his boxes. He's wildin'. The room looked mad small.
It do.
Yo, that
The
shit was.
room looked
That shit
mad
like it
small.
smelled like fish grease.
And it's playing the sound like the soundtrack with it is
They got the nasty
Yo, that shit was
A
nasty.
Boogie playing in the back.
Niggas said he played the first
Yo,
A
that-
Boogie like the first one, the first
Yeah,
song.
they had the first A Boogie.
Nah.
Not even the new joint. They had
Listen, man.
the free shit, the
Yo, that's-
YouTube shit. That's why.
Come on.
See, niggas, they wasn't streaming, son.
But
See?
I mean, listen, man. But as it stands with I mean, Rex got battle rap lifespan, man.
He look crazy in the Tay-Rock battle. He don't care.
He doesn't care.
He don't care.
Yeah, that Tay-Rock battle was weird.
No, I'm just saying, mannerisms and been there. The interview where he got the lime green.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like he just looks crazy, but he doesn't care. He
owns
doesn't
it.
care, son.
He
He owns it.
He owns it.
So it's
And
like,
then
how
he'll
can
drop so many random battle rap gems on you, like, you know what I'm saying, just out of nowhere. So I always respected him for that too. Oh,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
everywhere. We're gonna have dance.
It is what it is. I stay in my lanes.
Oh,
Red
Red
Bull.
Bull spilled the Red Bull.
I stay in my lane, son. You heard?
You say your name?
Stay in my lane, son.
Oh, so when is the next time we can see you on like URL and shit? Like the next card?
We working on 2 cards right now. So I'll definitely be on one of the next cards for like let's say the spring.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
card.
so we good.
Okay.
Got something lined up right in between that, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's time to turn up.
Yeah, man. You know a lot of the young boys are shooting at you. You know, I want to battle Cortez.
Who you think is a good matchup for me out of the new guys then?
K Chaos.
Kid Chaos? For
Yeah.
real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't he Spanish
He was
too?
trying to fuck you up too.
Ain't he
Don
Spanish?
Marino
black.
or
He's
something.
He
black.
black?
He's black.
Who's the one that's Spanish? That
J. Crew.
He's fire too.
He's fired. He'll try to fuck you up
So
too.
you think Kid Chaos is a problem?
Either one of them. I think they both problems.
What
Right
you
now.
think?
I think Don Marino's.
Don Marino?
Yeah, I think Don Marino.
Fuck with Don like
Yeah,
that? I mean,
yeah.
I fuck with Don. I talk to him every day, but
Well, Cuban.
You don't fuck with
He'll
Don.
fuck Don Marino up.
Cuban
It's
would be fine,
too
too.
much. He panders too much. You
Yeah.
battling Cortez, who's been through all the trials and tribulations that you've been through as far as being a Puerto Rican artist. Then you got this guy up here, Mexican bars, like
Yeah,
nigga.
that's a fact.
No.
I break it down crazy.
Yeah, you like it is just too much. Like I know the real S. You know what he gonna say?
Yeah, he gonna
I know
tell
the
you.
real S. This and that. Like you know what I'm saying? At it on his neck.
That's a fact.
That's too easy. It's too much to say.
Like I said, man, y'all think Snake Eyes stands a chance?
I think he would try to fuck you up.
Yeah, Snake Eyes.
Absolutely.
I think he would too. He'll try.
Absolutely. This face you making, I don't like that. What is that?
Snake Eyes?
Yeah, I don't like that face you making, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Nah, son.
We gotta see
I'm
what
not
he does with
losing to
Rosenberg.
nobody with Snake in their name, son.
Hey, yo, that's girl. Oh, I should shot this shit.
Listen, man.
Nobody, son. I'm not losing to him. Not losing to none of them. Keep it a buck.
None of them. None
Nah,
of you
man,
guys.
I'm just opening the door to be polite. I'ma still slam it on their face.
At some point, you gotta talk to West though.
Y'all, Wes, yo, he got real spooky against. Yo, he was real spooky
Against that man?
against who he battled?
Chess or John John? What you talking about?
John, he did great.
Yeah.
And
He
nah,
beat
who
the
he
dog
battled
shit
right
out
before that?
somebody.
He battled Driver.
Glue Easy.
Glue.
Yeah.
Like he got
that.
real spooky with that.
Yeah.
I Brooklyn. So I
Brooklyn.
can say
That's the guy. Him and Mike eventually on some like, yo, we gotta settle. We from the same area type shit. You know him and Mike P, they gotta talk. At some point.
I think that's a great battle. Mike P versus Jerry West.
That's an opener for No More Summer Madness. That's what I think.
But I'll fuck Jerry up too.
Taz. Now with the other thing, okay, cool. I say what I want. I like to. I'd say everything, right? I think everything's gonna be competitive. But on some real live shit, Jerry West will try to fuck you up.
Oh no, he will try. He will try.
Nigga said he'd be close. Oh
It'd be
shit.
close.
Yo, the nigga
Facts.
said, oh shit.
West don't be
Brooklyn.
playing, bro.
Nah, West is fire. West
He
is
like
fire.
an app god.
Yo, he don't. Yeah.
Nigga's the app god. So that nigga, the app really helped him out.
Yeah.
Like if it helped anybody
If
else,
the app has helped anybody,
it helped him out.
subscribe to the URL TV app, and
Yeah.
you will see how Jerry West's career has been helped by the app.
Yo,
Listen, man.
this nigga's an app god, son.
West is fire, man. West
Nah,
comes
real
to
talk, I
that
fuck
we
with
go
West. I
hard
fuck with West,
lineage
that's
and all that, man. I think that shit did help him
But
out
I feel
too.
like now he's really coming to his own.
Oh yeah.
Like now he's like comfortable.
Right.
He understands how to use those certain punches because he says weird punchlines that he gets away with, but he's learning how to sell them now and put them together and knowing when it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he sprinkles it the right way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's not like too much weird shit, too much corny shit. He throws in dope bars. He throws in a good flow. He throws in some energy, and then he'll hit you with a punch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Something
Right.
crazy. He's learning how to do that. So I fuck with Jerry West though.
Best writers in the game. Writers.
Writers. Twerk. Because he makes it look so simple. Like it's really simple. Like for him, like he'll just assess the situation. Like even how he battles Swave and he's just like Sour Ranger. Everyone knows that's his. That's been his Twitter handle for fucking 5 years. No one's ever flipped that. But then he just realizes that and is able to make key lines out of that and make your shit original and simple and easy to digest.
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
Another great writer, Iron Solomon.
Iron
Solomon is a
incredible.
great
He's
writer.
impeccable, bro.
You know? And then again, Pat stayed to me because he will make a conversation out of it. I'm not just talking about breaking down shit. I could do that all day. Chiller could do that all day. But I'm looking at just how they make their pen so effective. Like with the simple shit. Like, you know what I mean? He be like, look at you go. Like it's just like crazy. Like, you know, it's a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I respect those scenarios like encrypted. And how he did that with Arsenal.
Fire.
You understand? Like that's type of shit. That's type of shit you sit there be like, nobody's thinking like that. You know, and I respect those pens.
Black Compass Media live. Shout out to the people that's out there right now. Black Compass Underground episode 3. Man, Polo over here.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? We got the man of the hour, Cortez.
Gang. Make sure you subscribe to URL TV app.
Got my man DJ J Leary.
Yeah. It's good.
You know what I'm saying? Polo just hooked it up. You know what I mean? I used to play the game of 2K. I don't know who won.
Oh, it's me.
Okay, all right,
I mean,
cool.
I guess.
Yeah, me, I
Just not
guess. Right?
playing, but alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
But nah, we wanted to first of all make sure we say shout out to all the fans, the whole society, everybody on Black Compass that has been loyal fans of what we doing here. We only getting better at it, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to do this before we go. If you're not following Cortez or anything like that, I want to make sure we shout that out, man. Social medias and everything.
On the Twitter, at Cortez_HSP. On the IG, Cortez_Bodega. Facebook, Ernesto Cortez. Just hit me. I always respond. You want to email me, do business, CortezPolitics@gmail.com. Let's work.
So we're going to make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all keep in tune with what Tez got going on. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit us up at blackcompassociety@gmail.com. And I said before, you send your hate mail our way. We do get paragraphs of hate mail, so it's okay. You know what I mean? All the critiques, all the constructive criticism, non-constructive, I get it. It's a part of it. So, I don't know. That's where we're going to leave it, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tez.
You heard?
That's a fact, man. Black Compass Media.
Yes, sir.
Underground, episode 3.
Three.
Peace.